All right, guys, we are ready for our 7th sewing tutorial. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to set up your fabric sample first. So you need to have a sample that's about this size. I think mine is probably 3 inches by 4 inches. It doesn't have to be exact, but somewhat close. So what we're trying to do is we are trying to fold these two together so that we can fold that together. We're just kind of trying to fake what it would look like for like the top of a pillow. So remember when we were talking about sewing together our hand warmers, we needed to be able to stitch up the top, and this is what the top would look like. If you have straight pins, fantastic. You can use those to kind of pin it together. If not, you could even use like the cap of a pen, a bobby pin. It doesn't really matter. It just kind of helps to keep everything together. Okay, so I'm going to use another straight pin, and then I'm going to show you this sewing skill. Okay, so like I said, this would be used to stitch up like a pillow or finish up a seam that you can hide it. Okay, so we are going to start, we're going to do a lot of sewing in the fold of the fabric. So I already have my needle threaded and the knots at the end. I'm trying to get the lighting to figure out what it wants to do. Okay, so I'm going to try to hide that knot. So I'm going to go up through one of the folds of the fabric. Got a little tangled, that's okay. Okay, so now I want you to pay close attention to which side of the fabric you're coming out of. Come on. Okay, so because I'm coming out of this side, I want to go in through the fold of the opposite side, directly across. This one is also called the ladder stitch, and you'll see why in just a minute. Okay, so then I'm going to pull. Okay, so it's sometimes called the ladder stitch, sometimes called the invisible stitch. So I'm going to show you a few more. Okay, once you get to your pin, you can take it out if it gets in your way. Okay, so the reason it's called the invisible stitch is if I pulled this tight, those stitches kind of just disappear. You can't really see them unless you're really looking very closely. Okay, so that's why it's important to go directly across, because once you pull it tight, then those stitches just sort of disappear. And they're kind of hidden in that fold. Okay, so now I'm gonna go across again. I'm gonna go into the fold of the fabric, in the fold, and out through the same side. Okay, pull it nice and tight. Then I'm going to go directly across into the fold. Again, directly across into the fold. Sorry for the weird lighting. I don't know what my camera is doing right now. Cross again. You want to go the full length of your fabric sample. Okay, notice how I'm going through the top of the fold. I'm not going through like the side of the fold. That helps to keep everything kind of even at the top, to make sure that you don't have like fabric that's kind of bunching over. I'm gonna go ahead and take that pin out. So I'm gonna go into the fold. And I got a little bit of a knot, so I'm just going to try to back it out a little bit with my needle. Okay. Oh my gosh, sorry guys. Ollie, shh. Okay, almost to the very end here, so I'm going to do just a couple more stitches. Okay, I'm going to go across one more time, and I'm just going to pick up a little bit of a stitch to create a loop. Send my needle through the loop and pull. I'm going to do that 2 more times. So pick up a stitch, create a loop, send my needle through the loop. Whoops. Pull, and then one more time. Pick up a stitch to create a loop. Send my needle through the loop. Oh my goodness, sorry guys. And pull. So now all I have to do is trim off my threads. Okay, when you take your sample, try to get it to where I can see where the opening would be, and then one of the sides, so like front or back, it doesn't matter, but I definitely need to see this like top view. All right, that is the slip stitch. Have a great day, guys.